Where is the market for info products is heading in 2026? Is it getting harder to sell more info products? Is it getting easier? Is it the same as it was 10 years ago in 2016? How is the audience reacting to more and more creators launching their own info products, consulting, coaching offers? And why is it that some creators make a lot more money selling their info offers while there are some other creators that are still struggling to get even $1,000 or $2,000 per month clients for their coaching offers? Over here, what I have on the screen is the skepticism market sophistication diagram. It shows to have 5 levels. It is taken from the breakthrough advertising book by Eugene Schwartz, and it shows that for any industry, for any market, if there is a coach who's launching their own info products, it depends highly depends on how the market situation is. What's the level of awareness for the audience? Do they know what is the thing that the coach is selling, the creator is selling, or is it something completely brand new that the market has not seen at all? That's what is called as the level one, at which stage the market is extremely new to the concept, new to the idea. Let's say AI for that matter. A couple of years ago, I would say. Right now we are at level three for the AI market. But back in the day in 2022, 2023, the AI was a very brand new market, and anyone could, even a simple claim could make offers viral. Coaches and info product owners could make millions of dollars selling simple basic AI offers. But right now, the market is maturing, the market is saturating, but still it's quite a long way to go. But when we compare it with other markets in the industry, let's say life coaching or SMMA, these are extremely sophisticated markets because the audience has been burnt a lot with these offers. There have been coaches, there have been creators launching different frameworks, repackaging the same thing with different names. Audience has spent a lot of money and they have had, in most cases, not very good results, and that leads to extremely high skepticism. So for those offers, the market is at a level 5 saturation, and so in these cases, the marketing gimmicks and the funnels and the different hype marketing methods, they really don't work. And when you try to use these systems in 2026, your CAC is going to be astronomical. People are just not going to people are just going to see through all that bullshit, and they're just not going to do what you want, and that's buying your offer. And so for these markets that are level 5, the only way to move forward is through empathetic marketing. And by empathetic marketing, I mean relationship, building trust, and building clean rapport with the audience. The point being, right now, people want to, as the saying goes, people buy from people. That's what level 5 sophistication is. People are not going to buy into any bullshit frameworks or tactics or any new claims, because people have realized that reality is far from all these claims. And so, if you can show them the reality, if you can show your audience what it is really that they're getting, you show your personality, you show your human side to them. And if they relate to you, that's when you get people to know, like, and trust you. And when they know, like, and trust you, that's the point when they are very primed up to take your offers. So if you are an influencer, the main goal is to get people to know, like, and trust you. Once that happens, the audience is primed to be pitched. Pardon me for the handwriting, but it is what it is. That's the name of the game in 2026. It's not fancy funnels or, you know, hype marketing or any fancy ads. For that matter, all of these stuffs are only going to get you broke leads at max. People who are very focused on entertainment aspect of social media and not serious transformation side of uh, their lives. And so if you focus on all those stuff and you have nothing going on in your personal branding, nothing going on your, content which shows your expertise, which shows your human side to the audience, then it's not going to work out, right? And so people are not going to come to know, to like you, to trust you. And if that doesn't happen in 2026, in the level 5 sophisticated market, people are not going to buy your offers. So if that's something that's bothering you, if your CAC is extremely high, if people are not buying your stuff even after attending your webinars, if the refund rates are very high, that's because your marketing tactics, the marketing systems which you used, over promised results to them, and they are now even colder than before because you lost their trust to some extent. And if that's the case, then you should have a look at the side where you are making connection with the audience or not. Is that happening? Are you creating content? Are you creating rigorous content on your Instagram, on YouTube? If that's not the case, then you're really not building that personal relationship with the audience. And if that doesn't happen, people are not going to come to know you, right? If they don't know you, they don't like you, they don't trust you. And when they don't, a very long term game. You have to spend a lot of time in creating that content, nurturing your audience so that the audience spends a lot of time with your content. That's a very necessary activity which you must do, which will give you thousands of times of return on your investment, because this piece of content is going to stay on the internet forever, right? And as long as the content stays there, people are going to have a anchor position to come and visit you on the internet, right? And so this is another way of saying the same thing. When there is a new market, a new industry that has been established, you could make any claim, and you could have a successful run with your info offer. The you see, the higher the diagram goes, the more steeper it gets, the more the area of this region reduces. The point being, the it shows that the difficulty of selling your info offers, the sophistication of the market increases as you go towards the top. At the bottom, it's extremely big, it's spacious, is because the audience is not aware of the market, they're not used to this market. And so you could launch a mediocre offer and get a very respectable result for that launch. And as you ascend through this channel, which is governed by time, the markets get sophistication with time, because with time people learn, with experience people learn. And when people learn, it's the market sophistication also increases, because then more and more marketing tactics really don't work with the audience. You have to show what you are, right? And once you are the pioneer, introducing the new offer to a new market. And then comes the competition, where more and more offer owners come into the market, and they are fighting with you for the same audience, for the similar type of offers. This is when the hype marketing tactics come into picture, and there's a competition. Once that is done, that is when you have to present yourself as a unique offer in the market, because there are a lot of offer owners selling the same stuff. There are a lot of market offer owners selling the same stuff, and so therefore you have to find a way to differentiate yourself from them. And this is the region where the audience gets burnt the most, because they buy into the different fancy frameworks or bold result claims, or the big promises, the big dreams that are being sold to the audience, or to the prospects through the offers. And this is where most of the learning happens for the audience, because they realize that these offers are actually trying to make money off them, instead of helping the prospects make their own money. So this is where the bad experience for the prospects lead to their learnings, and they become even more sophisticated, which makes the market more and more competitive, more and more difficult to make more money from. And so that is when the audience, everyone in the market, the offer owners, the audience, become more and more sophisticated. And the only way forward becomes to show things how they are, showing them that there's a easier way, there's a quicker way, simpler way to do things, instead of the fancy frameworks or the big marketing campaigns that are run around the selling dreams to the prospects. As I said, it's a frame of time. It takes around 3 to 5 years for market to saturate, to sophisticate for in a particular market. And in every industry, if you see, the market ends towards offer owners being unique personalities in their industry, in their markets, and people generally want to associate themselves to people when the markets are sophisticated, because they know that there are a lot of people selling the same stuff. They know that while results are possible, there are a lot of testimonials, a lot of successful stories, and people that have achieved the end goal. But they also understand that there are a lot of scam artists that are selling different frameworks that have nothing to provide of genuine value, but just making money from the prospects. So in the market that's so sophisticated, the only way to ensure that you stand out is when you show your personality, you show your own personal brand. You have you have an arsenal of client results with you that showcases your potential, your expertise, your ability to execute and get results for your prospects. That is what people are going to associate with. They are going to want to be with you. That is the end goal of this selling an online course, or their info product, for that matter, whatever it could be, the course, consulting offer, done for you offer, done with you offer, or client retreat, or masterminds, whatever it is. The end goal is to get prospects as close to you as possible, And the closer they are, the more money you could charge for that access. The closer they are to your periphery, your perimeter, the more you can charge money from your audience, from your prospects. And so that is the name of the game. Get results for your clients, build your following, build your personal brand, get people to know, like, and trust you. And when that happens, even if there are hundreds of competitors or thousands of competitors, it won't really matter, because it is you who is the product. It's not your fancy system or your fancy framework or anything. It's you who is the product. People want to buy from you, from your brand, and they want to get closer to you as much as possible. When that happens, they're going to buy anything that you offer. Let's say if you are a fitness coach, right? And if there's a cult like following on every social platform like Instagram, YouTube, or whatever, they're going to buy anything. Even if you tomorrow come and sell an AI offer, they're going to have at least they're going to have a look. They're going to buy it from you because it's coming from you and they know you, they like you, they trust you, right? And so it becomes impossible to fail from there, because your personal brand is your biggest asset. If as long as you maintain your personal brand very well, they're going to buy whatever it is you have to give. And that's when it becomes very important that you protect your personal brand, just as you would protect your health, right? Your life. It's basically your life. Your personal brand becomes your bread and butter. So that is the end goal. I hope you like this video. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like. I'll get back to you in the next video.